Let's do it with Tatars actually. Actually, Vietnamese. Let's do it with Vietnamese. Okay, right, here's the intro. Welcome everyone. Today we're gonna make a tutorial, upload it to YouTube immediately. So in this game we are Vietnamese. I wanted to pick a Civ which has no eco bonus, so once you wanna try it with Civ which has an eco bonus, it will just be easier instead of the other way around. That's why I basically picked Vietnamese. And what we're gonna do here is Drush fast archers, also called Drush flush. So basically, normal start, 6 and cheap. And we're gonna try to find all our resources and hope our enemy, who is really close to us in this case, doesn't lame us. Not sure what rank this guy is, but I don't think it's a top player, so. But even if it was one, Drush flush is still a good strategy. Right. So usually you always want to take the back woodland, obviously, it's just way safer. How do we make this lumber camp? I think here is fine. Fine, it's fine one. I'm gonna do Drush flush without luring a deer, because usually, like, it's not guaranteed that you will always have such close deer as me. Sometimes they're behind the forest, or sometimes there's just more important stuff than luring them. For example, scouting the enemy. So you can actually make damage with your Drush. So usually you wanna go for a Drush flush when you know you're close to your enemy, which in this case is pretty handy because we're Vietnamese, we can see STC. And obviously Drush is very good against man-at-arms because Drush kinda delays his man-at-arms, or like when you walk to his base with your 3 militias, with your early Drush, and he wanna go man-at-arms, he kinda has to chase around you because you're already there when he wants to make his first militias, right? So it's good to delay the man-at-arm player. And you also have better economy, because you will up like 3 pop with 3 more vills, or 2 more vills, 4 more vills, depending on what you go for. So you will have the same military than your guy, because you will have militias and he will chase you around with his militia. Maybe man-at-arms, but when he clears you up with his man-at-arms and he chases you, you should already have your other army out, say archers or skirmishers. So that's why Drush fast archers is good against man-at-arms, for example, Celts, for instance. Well, with Celts they're also a bit more tricky, because obviously their militias walk a bit faster, so there's that. Also against Mesa Civ, it's not bad to go Drush flush. The downside of Drush flush is that it kind of gets countered by Drush fast castle. Oh look, it's sending me my sheep. Thank you. Nice. Thankful that I'm playing this guy. My tutorial, otherwise I would be missing 2 sheep, which would kinda hurt if I save like Vietnamese. But moving on, like I said, I think Drush flush gets kind of countered by Drush fast castle, just because both players will go Drush, so neither player will have an advantage. Most of the times they will just trade off their militias, and then you will up like around minute 11, 11:30, and the enemy will most likely be walled or like prepared for your archers, and then you can just wall up or go a few days yourself, and he will just up 1 minute later, and that's not enough to make damage really. So I usually like Drush flush against man-at-arms, and also if you're an archer civ against a scout civ, just because you don't really want to go scouts against civs like Hans with Vietnamese or something, just because they're faster producing stable, etc. And yeah, so let's see. What civ is my guy even? I didn't even check. Malians, okay. But I don't mind going Drush against Malians. Obviously they can go scouts, they're good scouts if they have good economy. They can also go man-at-arms, so Drush is quite handy in this situation, I gotta say. Did I kill this guy? I'm not gonna damage his scout. He sent me my sheep. So we're just gonna send 1 milled gold. Usually I also like to make farms ASAP, because you will run out of food pretty soon if you don't lure deer, which will be the case for most of the time. I also like to send 1 mill more to wood, just because Usually you want to make farms as fast as possible. So yeah. Usually I like to send 5 on wood and then just all on food till you click up the fuel age. Make loom. He wants to get damaged, huh? Taking some nice trades here. Usually you want to add 2 or 3 farms depending on your civ and situation. If you do, for example, 2 more deals, you don't have to make 2 more farms, right? One more will and we should be up. As you can see, we're kind of struggling with food. I mean, not struggling, but we will run out of food quite fast. Like in a... Where's this militia going? In like 30 seconds we will be out of food. That's why I made 2 farms already. And usually what you want to do with those wills is send them most of the time... What is happening with my militia? You just want to send it to wood, basically. Because you know, we'll go Drush fast archers. So let's send 3 wills to gold. Gotta send them a bit earlier, because you have 0 gold. If you go normal archers, you have 50 gold, because you didn't make the Drush. And also, you always want to make a second lumber camp, especially on DE. The rest of the villas you can just let them stay on wood, or send them to wood as well, or let them stay on food. Which in this case I could also send them to deer, since they're so close. That's quite handy as well. Did he full wall? Seems like he full walled. That can happen as well, obviously. Getting some damage in here. Another farm. Send those to deer, even though there's a low HP villager there. Don't quite care too much. Actually, I'm not sure. That farm might have been a mistake. Usually you want to add 2 ranges right away when you reach field edge to keep up the pressure. Where is he going? Did I just see a flag there? Oh. Oh! There you go, he's going mad arms. Usually if he was open, or if he didn't explore my Drush immediately and reacted to it, now he would have to chase me around, instead of I have to chase him around. So we know he's going mad arms. Kinda upped a bit too early. We are Vietnamese, we don't have any eco bonus, so we kinda underestimated our eco. Now we're up in a 10. Make some quick walls here. Too special. And like, probably will go mad arms with myself here. Do I need to? I don't think I need to actually. There's no need to. He won't be able to do any damage, so... Usually if I didn't make the farm, or if I upped right now, if 1 pop earlier, I would be able to make a second range, like I am right now. And that's basically your Drush flush. Pretty much. I don't want to waste my scout, because scout is always the most important thing. Like, I want to still fight with it. If my wills didn't get stuck forever. Usually, now you have the decision. Now you have to make the decision between staying on archers or going skirms. Now that he went mad arms, he will probably go ranges as well. So archers aren't that great because he can just make mad arms, right? I mean, he can just make skirms to counter my archers. So we will make some archers, but mostly skirms. That's why basically I'm adapting and sending more wills to food and wood instead of gold. I will just let 2 on gold. That's basically it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This will go to YouTube, and yeah, now we just move on. Oh man, there was a lot of talking, dude. Not gonna lie. Let's roll up. What's the rate of this guy? He reacted quite nicely up to my mad arms. I mean, to my Drush. Larry coaching. Yeah, man. Is there a hole there, actually? There's not. Oh, it's still open, and he walled everything. Also in this case, usually you might wanna add a blacksmith earlier. But in this case, he can't really do damage to me because I'm fully walled in a second. So I'm not really afraid, so I will just add farms. There's no way... I don't have to fight right now, so being a bit more greedy. Like I already have 15 on food, which is quite a lot, so I will be up quite fast. What is he even going to, what is he even doing? That word goes to... He's going skirms, okay. Made a blacksmith. He doesn't have a lot of units, it seems. But like I said, we can't really punish him because we don't have blacksmith ourselves. I can take the fight. Kill the archer. Maybe not. Maybe I cannot take the archer down. It's good that YouTube won't show you were housed. True. But even that would be. I don't think. What is that? Maybe if the hill can take on the woman. Bam! Another 5 damage. Ah! Okay, we can't take her down. Was close though. I lost my... Oh well, yikes. We get 0 points for this. Oh boy, 1400! It feels bad, man. I gotta say, he did react quite well to my Drush. That's usually what you do. Now I'm gonna make some skirms because I wanna mass some gold to get up to Castle Age. We have a really good uptime actually. Vietnamese, we'll be up minute 18. From 2 ranges. Obviously we went for the greedy approach, we didn't have to make fletching or anything. But I still like the uptime a lot, honestly. Oh my will, then we should be up. And if I lose I will get like minus 42 or something. I think that was the maximum on Boobly at least. Maybe it's different on D though. Usually also when I go to gold earlier, because now I kind of had to stop my archer production. Which I don't like, but which I had to because I want to go up faster. I also skipped horse color. Usually if you're for example Malians or something, or Ethiopians, you can usually do horse color as well. Just because you have better eco. You get 100 resources and an extra. If you're Ethiopians, or you get the wood discount, if you're Malians or whatever. I don't want to move out to the fletching. Because obviously he could be staying right here with his skirms, he's probably fully walled, so... It's just logic that he will move out with skirms and try to make damage. Because once I reach Castle Age... Wait, what? I have 10 units in. Okay. That's interesting. Let's move out. I didn't know we had so many units already. Man, this build is pretty sick, gotta say. I haven't played it in a long time. Look at our army, boys. We did 20 up, good economy. This is sick. I haven't tried this like so long. Let's go University, let's go TC. Oh, my boy just wanted to move out. No! No, my friend. Oh! Quick walls! Not bad. Damn! Who would have thought of that? Are you trying to trade here? Doesn't have bad micro. Kill! Not a bad uptime either. Probably going nice behind this, no? See how many crossbows do I have? I have 50 crossbows, should be fine. TC, nice reaction from him. I wanna save for up ballistics. Actually, nah, archer protection is more important in this case. I'll have the gold anyway, so let's make more farms. Oh, he's not going knights. Usually go knights behind this strategy. So ballistics is kinda important. And I have Hey, more than 8 bills in gold, that's pretty insane. Usually an archer fight is super important to get ballistics. If you're fighting against knights, it's not like the end of the world if you don't have it, but against archers, it's really, really important. Sloppy by him, but it's mistakes. Worse players do. See if he anchor rounds. He's getting those 3 units for free, basically. Ah! I don't want to microwave my crossbows. The scrims are just like heavyweight, you know? I've prepared it. I do have more HP in my crossbow, so I'm not really afraid. Where's he shooting? Not shooting at all? Well, that wasn't the shot he was waiting for. GG. He was like... I think Emmanuel bugged out a bit there. Monastery, I mean what? Why did he go monastery? I'm not confused. I mean his strategy wasn't bad, honestly. Man at arms into 20-minute castle age. I mean obviously it could all have been a bit better and smoother and shit, probably, but usually you wanna only go skirms and then go full knights. Then manganas if you need. Against my strategy when the opponent's going full archers. But yeah, he walked quite nicely, reacted quite nicely, not bad by him. +1!